Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are doing a pick a card reading on how your person thinks and feels about you. We are going to find out how your person is currently viewing you, how they feel about you. We get a bit of an energy check-in and then we're going to see what's going to happen next in their connection and where it is headed. So I hope that this reading is helpful. So you just go ahead and pick the pile that stands out to you the most in regards to your person. You can pick a different deck for different people as well. And yeah, you just go ahead and see if the reading that I have for you today resonates. Hi, dearest Pal One. So if you chose the Tiger's Eye, the beautiful Tiger's Eye with the Prairie Majestic Oracle deck, then this is your reading on how your person thinks and feels about you. I'm going to start by doing a little side-by-side, just so you can also cross-check as to whether this reading resonates with you or not. And yeah, I hope it does. Should everything feel completely off, then please go ahead and choose another pile. You know, sometimes our intuition has led us a little bit astray, but if it does resonate, if your side does resonate, then I hope that this reading is going to be helpful. Okay, so could the Divine please show me a card that represents Pile One's current energies in this connection with their person? Show me Pile One's current energies in this connection with their person. We have Soar. Am I ready to be seen? I feel called to pick one more card. And we have Swim. So we have two very active words here, Swim and Soar. Okay. And could I get two cards that represent the current energies of Pile One's person in this connection? Please show me the current energies of Pile One's person in this connection. Thank you. Oh, we have Sky. And we have Dabble. Interesting. Okay. And could I maybe get... How do I pick? With what do I pick this? Let's use this deck also. One card that represents the connecting energies of Pile One and their person. One card for the connecting energy. Burn in reverse. That's very interesting. Okay, so right off the bat, I feel like there is a bit of a dissonance between you and your person. When I look at your side, it's very active. We have the bald eagle with Soar, and we have the leopard frog with Swim. I feel like you're ready to go. I feel like your heart is active in this connection. You are a little bit apprehensive, I feel like, because you don't want to be all in. Maybe if this is a newer connection, you are ready to go, but at the same time, you're a little bit anxious to show all parts of yourself, which I feel like is completely normal. But I feel like you're very proactive. You're ready to go. You want to meet this person. You want to date this person. Sorry, my hand was all over the all over the screen. You're ready to meet this person. You're ready to hang out with this person. You want to discover who they are. If this is a longer connection or something that's a little bit more long-term, although it doesn't feel like this really, then I feel like you want to do more in this connection. You want to find out more. You want to get new depth, and maybe you want to take this connection to the next level. Either way, you are the one in this connection who is more proactive, who is putting in more energy. Whereas your person, I have to say, is a little bit more laissez-faire with it. They're a little bit more head in the clouds, dabble, you know, let's see what this is, you know, I'm taking it a little bit more easy. I'm gonna see where it takes me. And the duck here is just drifting. It's not really swimming or soaring. It's just, you know, it's present. It enjoys the fruit of this connection. And but it's like everything is still up in the clouds for this person. It's like, well, I'll have to see where it takes me, because I don't like to anticipate too much and then be disappointed. So that could be an aspect. But if this is a longer term connection, maybe this person is also being a little bit complacent now and is being like, well, you know, things are how they are and I'm just going about my day, and everything is a-okay, whereas the other person, just you just want to go and you just want to do things. So there is a bit of a dissonance here. There's a bit of a mismatch here with the energies. And when I look at the connecting energies, we have burn in reverse. So are things a little bit boring right now? Is it not as passionate as it used to be, or as you want it to be? Maybe it's not exactly what you hope for, because I think you want to burn. You want this to not go up in flames, but you want it to be passionate. You want it to be close, and you want it to be active, whereas your person is very calm and very complacent. And maybe there's a bit of a difference of energies here now, but let me pick more cards. How is Smile Pal 1 currently feeling about their person? What, you see him yelling? Go! He's behind the wheel. He's like, go! What are we doing? Oh my god, that's too many cards. Let me pick a few more extra. How is Smile Pal 1 currently feeling about their person? Can you like go? Like it's almost like a business meeting. But maybe you're not communicating this. Ultimately, you want to be happy with your person, right? So many cards too. You have a lot to say. Again, we have activity here. You want this to go somewhere. You're happy, okay? So I wonder, some of you, if this is a longer term connection, I feel like you get along with their family a lot, or you are generally happy in this connection. I feel like this connection in the past has brought you a lot of happiness. If this is the new person, I feel like you see a lot of the potential of what it could be, but you're not getting there. And that's really frustrating, because you know what it could be. You know where you could go, but you feel like you're the only one taking leadership here, and this is really frustrating. So maybe right now you are being a little bit held back. You're maybe not communicating as much, or what drives you up the wall is maybe this person not really being a great communicator. Maybe they're not texting back a lot. Maybe they're being really slow with their energy, and that drives you a little bit cuckoo bananas, okay? Which is understandable. You want this to progress. But maybe if you have communicated it, you feel like it's kind of meeting deaf ears. If you haven't communicated it, maybe you don't want to spoil the fun, or you don't want to be this type of person yet, especially if it's new. But if it's a longer term connection, I feel like you have brought this to the table, and you maybe have talked to this person and said, listen, can we just do more things? Maybe it's also something about, is this person a bit of a homebody, or do they not like to do a lot of things? Maybe they're a little bit lazy. This could also be the case. And that might be really frustrating for you, and that's super understandable. So I get a lot of frustration. I get a lot of I want to go type of energy, but then your person is here on the other side just dabbling. How is Pile 1's person currently feeling about my Pile 1? Oh, we have the Six of Pentacles. So they do care. How is Pile 1's person currently feeling about Pile 1? How is Pile 1's person currently feeling about Pile 1? Knight of Cups is good. We have Justice. We have Nine of Wands. Okay. We have Nine of Wands. And we have Five of Cups. They feel a little bit down on themselves, I'm gonna say. Not to take pity on them, but I feel like, first of all, they do care about you, but maybe right now they're not able to give as much as they want to. And they know that you want more. They know that you are urging them to be a little bit more proactive. But I feel like right now they give what they can. On one hand, we have a bit of a split energy here. On one hand, they feel like, why can I not just be myself with you? Why do you always need me to be more? Why do you always need me to do more? Am I not good enough the way that I am? And then at the same time, they are understanding, and they know that right now they cannot be exactly what you want to be. So they feel a little bit down on themselves.Maybe if you have communicated this to them, that have you called them lazy, or have you called them like, you're such a bad partner? If you have said it to them, I feel like that really hurt them. You see how she's holding her cheek? Like, that was a slap in the face. And I feel like your person is feeling a little bit down on themselves for not being the person that you want them to be. For some of you, this could also allude to a loss this person has gone through, or generally feeling a little bit lost, or maybe they feel like they are about to lose you in this connection because they cannot be who you want them to be. What I do want to say is there is a bit of a stubbornness here that is like, well, that's just how I am. That's just who I am. That's just how I do things. And if you cannot accept that, well, then that's tough luck. Which I feel like is a bit complicated. It's complicated energy, right? Because you need to hear each other in the connection. Otherwise, it's not going to be healthy, right? Can I get maybe 2 cards for the connecting energies between the two of them? What energies are connecting them at this point in time? We have the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So it's almost like this. It's almost like a balance between having fond memories or feeling good about the other person and having things you like about the other person, and then feeling a little bit strict about what the other person is doing at the same time. So it's like, yeah, I do like you, but at the same time, why are you being the way that you are, and why is it so difficult? It's very interesting. And then we have the Hanged Woman. Yeah, so it's not progressing the way we want it to, and it feels a little bit like we're in limbo. Maybe if this is a longer term connection, it's at the point where you're thinking, is this really the type of relationship I want to be in? And is this person really right for me? It's very interesting. Let me look at the Lenormand and let's see what's going to happen next. All right. Could the Divine please show me? I'm going to put these up. What is going to happen next in this connection between my pile 1 and their person? Where's this connection headed next? What is going to happen next between my pile 1 and their person? We have Bear. We have Whip. The Star. And the Woman. The Paths. The Serpent. The Moon. And the Anchor. Very interesting. I feel like there is a lot of closeness here, but at the same time, I feel like the trust that is currently between you and this person, or that wants to be built between you and this person, is kind of challenged right now. We have the Crossroads energy here. I feel like both people are going to go forward asking themselves, what is it that I want? I see that the person here, and I think this is you, Pal 1, who feels like they're constantly talking and constantly asking or constantly demanding. There could also be something about writing paragraphs and deleting them. Is going to feel a little bit tired of it. Is going to feel tired of constantly putting in the effort in this connection, and is going to pull back a little bit. Now, the feelings are ultimately there and they're not going to go anywhere, and this is on both sides. Both people here feel deeply drawn to each other, but at the same time, there's a melancholy here, and there's this need to connect. There's this wish to anchor yourself and this wish to find security in this connection. And if this doesn't happen, I feel like you, Pal 1, and I'm gonna say you, I'm gonna see you as the woman here because it feels like your energy, even if you're not a woman, okay? You look at what you want here and you want to get it. Do you see the magnet here? You're like, I want to draw this to myself. This is the type of energy that I want. And if I cannot get this beautiful star energy, this wish, this type of relationship that I want, then I'm not going to be able to anchor myself here. I'm not going to be able to make this connection what I want, and it's not going to work out for me. And I ultimately see that if there's not any change on your person's part, it might not last. Okay, I feel like specifically in the next, because I don't know when you're watching this video, so it's May now, I feel June, so I say a month from now, okay? When you watch this video, a month from now, you might make a decision here. And I'm not sure what this decision is, but it might be very cutthroat, and it might seem like, do you see how the strings, the marionette strings, are being cut off? I feel like this is you maybe cutting off this person, or thinking of separating yourself from this person, or letting this connection go, because you don't want this head in the sky, I don't know what I'm doing, wishy-washy energy. You want somebody with a plan, and you want this beautiful star energy. You want a future, or maybe you're looking for somebody you can have a future with. And if your person is not being the same proactive type of energy as you, there may be a lack of compatibility. And as sad as this is, that's just how things are. Dearest Divine, what advice do you have for my pile ones before we end this reading about this connection? What advice do you have for my pile ones about this connection before we end this reading? What advice do you have for my pile ones? The Lovers, okay. Two of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Star. You know what you want, right? And I feel like what you want is being beautifully represented here. Let me look at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Pentacles. And you have a choice here, right? It's always sad to look at the truth of a situation and realize that it might not be exactly what we want it to be. I mean, this is what you want, right? You want the Lover's energy. You want to have a beautiful, balanced love connection with your person. But I think where we're at is this Two of Swords energy, where you're like tossing and turning, not knowing whether this connection is what you want, not knowing whether you feel like you are with somebody who is the fitting, active, proactive partner for you. And so you are kind of caught in a daydream of what it is that you truly want, while also looking at the reality of what the connection is you're currently in. And Spirit asks you to look at the truth of the matter and be really, really honest with yourself. Is this what I want? Is this person who I want? And if the answer is no, then maybe it's time to take a step away from it, okay? Even if this is a longer connection. I know if this is a marriage, then this is hard, right? If this is a marriage, Spirit asks you to ask yourself, how long have you looked like this? How long have you been in this energy of what do I do, right? How long have you found yourself in this situation? If it's just a couple of weeks and it's an up and down, and your person tends to come around after they're in a phase of dabbling and after they're in a phase of, head in the clouds, then that's okay, right? And you can come back around and go through the cycle, and then things are going to be okay. But if you have found yourself in this energy for longer than a couple of months, then maybe it's time to reevaluate where your connection is. Maybe it's time to get help, and maybe it's time to understand that you don't have to be in the dark all the time, and that it is okay to want what you want. I know it's more difficult when we are in a committed connection and in a marriage, but your feelings are still valid, so please listen to them if you can, dearest pal one. And that was your reading for today. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I do hope that the message resonated with you. Let me know in the comments if this reading was your reading today, how it resonated with you, what in the reading rang true for you, what didn't ring true for you. Oh, goodness. Either way, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. It was my absolute pleasure to look into this for you today. And if you enjoyed this, then maybe I'll see you in another reading sometime soon. My channel has only a few videos yet because I just started out, but I have lots more planned. So if you're interested, stay tuned. And if not, then I wish you all the best. Goodbye. Hi, dearest pal 2. If you chose the Ask Your Guides Oracle cards with the blue calcite, then this is your reading today, where we're going to find out how your person is currently feeling about you. We're going to see lots of details, get lots of guidance for you, and we're going to start out with a little side-by-side on what your energies and the connections are versus what your person's energies and the connections are, just to see how this reading resonates with you. And I hope that this is going to be helpful and that you enjoy it. I'm going to put you on the left side and I'm going to put your person on the right side. This is a general reading, so if some points of this reading do not resonate with you, maybe choose another pile or simply take what resonates if the majority of the reading does resonate with you. So I would say, without any further ado, let's get started. Could the Divine please show me 2 cards that represent my pile 2's current energies in this connection with their person? Please show me my pile 2's current energies. We have ease, okay, and we have leap of faith. Beautiful. And can I get 2 more cards for my pile 2's person? How is my pile 2's person currently feeling about pile 2? How is pile 2's person currently feeling about pile 2? We have closure and we have support. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and could I get maybe 1 connecting energy card for both people in this connection? This one wants to come out. Teamwork, beautiful. Okay, so I feel like you and your person are reaching a time in your connection where things tend to feel much better and where maybe you have had some conversations that were really helpful. I try to look at both long-term and short-term connections, so let's start with you here on the left. So with ease and leap of faith, I think you have learned about something of your person that is helping you to ease up in the connection a little bit. So maybe if you are just starting out, maybe your person has opened up to you about something that helps you to understand them better and helps you to let yourself fall in this connection a little bit more. So maybe there was an open conversation of feelings you may have towards each other, or maybe they have dropped a hint towards something that was really helpful for you. I feel like right now you feel free to let yourself go in this connection, and maybe you feel free to take this leap of faith and to see where the connection is headed next. If you are long term, I feel like this also applies. You feel relaxed in this connection. You feel like it's progressing. You feel like you can progress with this person and let yourself fall and trust that things are gonna be okay. Your person is showing similar energies, which is really beautiful. I feel like your person felt confident enough to open up to you about something or ask you for confirmation of something. So this could be asking you of how you feel about them, or asking you about how you feel in regards to a worry that they may have, or maybe they opened up to you about something that maybe has fallen under the table a little bit, or they never really talked about. Maybe something that happened in the past and they felt really good next to you. I feel also they feel really supported by you. And if the 2 of you are currently or have been going through something that was a little bit challenging, I feel like they were really grateful that you were there for them during this time. Teamwork is such a beautiful card to have here as the connecting energy, because it shows me that the 2 of you are on the same page and that the 2 of you are creating this beautiful connection together, whether it's short or long term. I feel like both people are in it for the same purpose, and both people are excited to see where this is headed next. For some of you, talks of marriage may have also been brought up recently, if this is a long-term connection, or if this is just starting out. Maybe talks of entering a full love connection have also happened. Sorry, why can I not talk all of a sudden? It's not that I feel like I have a frog in my throat. It's more like I feel excited. I feel elated. And you know, when you're so excited, you stumble over your own words. That's kind of how I feel with this pile. Let me dive deeper into the feelings both people may have towards each other. So how is my pile 2 currently feeling about their person? How are my pile 2s currently feeling about their person? Oh, the Ace of Cups, beautiful. The Hermit, the Empress. This is such a beautiful, nurturing energy. Wow. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So some of you may plan for children too. And then we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, and how is my pile 2's person currently feeling about them? How is my pile 2's person currently feeling about them? How is pile 2's person currently feeling about them? We have Death, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, wow, that's so interesting. Then we have the King of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Beautiful. Okay, so let me start on your side. You may have gone through a time with this person where things were a little bit uncertain, but now I feel like it's back stronger than ever. So this could have been a short-term separation, or this could have been a short term of not hearing from them if this is newer. But I feel like here with the Ace of Cups energy, the feelings are very much so active. This is your person. You love them. You feel like this is, if this is new, you also feel like this is who your person is going to be, and you want to keep them in your life. Now I do see a very realistic energy here where you know that you don't know what's going to happen. Ultimately, you don't know if this is going to be happy forever, but I feel like you know that you can rely on your person, and that your person sees you as the Empress. You know that you're the only woman in their life, and that you are maybe going to be the future mother of their children even, or maybe you are the mother of their children. Some of you may have, how to say this, I don't think that you have a wandering eye, but I feel like maybe in the past you have looked at other options, or you have asked yourself, is there maybe somebody else out there who is better for me? And then the answer was ultimately no, because every guy here is dark-haired, and I feel like the dark-haired guy here is always on top. So even among other options, I feel like your person is your number one choice. And you are excited to see where this is headed next in the future that you built together. Even if you don't know if it's always going to be perfect, there's a deep sense of trust and a deep sense of, this is what I wanted, this is the type of connection that I love to be in. And I think you feel nurtured and at ease with this person, which is really beautiful. I feel like this is cute because I feel like your person is afraid to lose you. And maybe I wonder if this short break here happened because they were uncertain, or they were playing a little bit, or they weren't fully in the connection as much as they should have been. But I feel like there is a second chance here that happened, or there is full commitment here now. There is taking a risk now and giving this a chance now. And it's absolutely paying off. I feel like your person is very serious about you. They're serious about you. They don't play about you. They talk to their friends about you. They care for you. They want to be there for you all the time. They feel very protective of you. And what I like here is you are their Queen of Wands. They think you are so attractive, right? Even if you are a king, don't worry. Take it as it resonates, but they think you're attractive. They are physically very attracted to you. They think you're smart. You're the full package, and they couldn't be happier to be with you. Okay, and does it get any better than that? I don't know. Could the divine please show me 2 cards that represent the connecting energies between my pal 2 and their person? Could the divine please show me the connecting energies between pal 2 and their person? What is this connection right now? Now we have the Hierophant. We have the 5 of Cups. Why is the 5 of Cups here? Okay, yeah. And why is the Hierophant here? Why is the Hierophant here? Okay, I feel like both people are still realistic about issues that may have happened or things that may have gone wrong, but I feel like both people are ready to work through that now and are ready to let go of whatever happened here in order to be happy again, especially if this is a long-term connection and there was a time where it was on the brink of separation. I feel like both people are now ready to work through whatever is going against them, because ultimately these two people want to be together and are not willing to let each other go. So whatever it takes, whatever may have caused darker feelings or feelings of sadness or feelings of grief, both people are now ready to work through that and make sure that it's not getting there again, and that they take the second chance that they had, or this new beginning that they had, and are now fully investing in it, which I think is so beautiful to see. Okay, my dearest pal 2. I love that for you. Okay, let's now see where this connection is headed next. I'm very excited. So let's see. With my Lenormand, where is this connection headed next? What is going to happen next in this connection? We have the paths, the anchor, the book. Very interesting. We have the mountain, the stork. That's always good. We have the letter. We have clover. And we have coffin. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have spirit. So, something is going to happen that is outside of the connection. And this is a bit of a detailed prediction, so it may not resonate for everybody, but I feel like there is something that is going to cause distance between the two of you for a time being, and Spirit asks you to please not freak out about this. This is more locational distance. Some of you may receive, some of you in this connection may receive news that one of the people in this connection has to go somewhere for travel, or has to go somewhere for the time being, or is going to be busy with something for the time being. Now, this could be education related, this could be family and business related. For a short amount of time, both people may not be able to see each other. For some of you, this connection may go long distance for a short period of time, but it's not going to be forever. I see this coming back around, but I feel like that whatever distance is being created here is going to give you time to kind of think and reevaluate the connection, and then come back stronger together. I do not see a definite ending here. Whatever this pause or this break, which is mostly because you are not in the same place at the same time, whatever this may be, it's not going to last forever, and you are going to be able to overcome it. Now, there's going to be a lot of communication between you and your person. I feel like there's also going to be a lot of talks of the future between you and your person. But if this is a longer term connection, and there are plans of whether it's marriage, or whether it's moving in together, or whether it's having children, here with the stork literally, it may take a little while longer than you anticipated, and that might be frustrating, but please know that there's divine timing at play, and whatever may take its time here is meant to be this way. Now, some of you are going to learn about something that is surprising, but it's not a negative surprise. Your person may open up to you about something that they have never told you before. This could be around, it sounds more like, for some of you, it could be that your person has a secret skill or hobby that they always used to foster, and that they are now picking back up. Some of you, your person may open up to you about wanting to adopt a pet. Sorry, there are some key predictions coming in that may not resonate with everybody, but I feel like there's something where your person is going to open up to you about something that they want to do that is a little bit niche, and that is a little bit out of context to your connection. Some of you are going to feel like, I wonder, for some of you, this could be a twin flame connection, or for some of you, there might be almost this feeling of being telepathically connected with your person. Especially if this is a new connection, this could be freaking you out. So let's say you think of your person and they suddenly text you, then that is your confirmation that you are spiritually connected. Some of you may also have almost like this telepathic type of connection where you suddenly start completing each other's thoughts. You know, when you think of a song and the other person sings it, that type of energy. So it's going to go in a direction where it's closer emotionally, but maybe in regards to plans or things you want to do together, it's going to be a little bit more distant for the time being. But Spirit says ultimately this connection is going in a good direction. It is going to a direction of stability. There are just some hurdles along the way that Spirit asks you to not demonize, and to know that they are going to be overcome in good timing. Now, before I end this reading, I just want to ask Spirit for some last advice they may have for you about this connection. Is there anything that my pal 2s need to know about this connection? Any advice you may have for them? Yeah, so Spirit says you have a choice about what you focus on. It's beautiful. First of all, it's okay to nurture your person, but please also nurture yourself, okay? Because I feel like sometimes you don't do that enough. You're happy with your person, and that is beautiful. But I feel like sometimes your happiness translates into very aggressive nurturing. What do I mean by that? I feel like you sometimes give too much of yourself and don't demand much for yourself. So let's say your person is having a hard day. This is you with your person having a hard day. But when you have a hard day, you tend to maybe isolate yourself and not open up that much. Whereas your person would love to be there for you. So as an exercise for the next couple of weeks, please allow your person to be there for you, because I feel like sometimes your person feels a little bit isolated and feels like they always open up to you and you don't open up enough to them. And your person wants to be there for you just the same way. You don't have to nurture always one-sidedly in order to be loved. And I'm getting eldest daughter syndrome. Some of you could be eldest daughters or the eldest sibling, so feeling like you always have to be there for everybody. But you also deserve to be nurtured, and you deserve this happiness together. But in order to create this 10 of Cups energy, it needs to be a little bit more balanced. So Spirit asks you to open up more and to allow your person to be there for you. So if you have a weak moment, please don't be like this, right? Don't sit alone in your room and hope and wait for it to pass. Maybe give your person a call and tell them you missed them, or tell them you had a hard day, because I feel like this would mean a lot to your person. Okay, so that was your reading for today. I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. If it did, let me know. If it didn't, let me know. You know, my comments are open for all sorts of feedback. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this reading, then if you like, please subscribe and become a subscriber of the channel. It would help a lot, since I just opened up my channel and I'm still new, but I have a lot planned for you. I have general messages planned. We have lots of pick a card readings planned for you. And yeah, I'd love to have you be part of this if you enjoyed it. So thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. And I wish you and your person all the best. Goodbye. Hi, my dearest pal 3. If you chose the Woodland Wardens deck with the rose quartz, then this is your reading on how your person is feeling about you and where this connection may be headed next. Thank you so much for being here and allowing me to read for you. So we are going to start by doing a little side-by-side just to see whether this reading resonates with you, just to see where you are at energetically. We're going to look at both people side by side. I'm going to put you on the left and your person on the right. And yeah, let's see how your person is feeling about you. By the way, sorry, this is one of my oldest oracle decks, so it looks a little bit rough, but it's been very loved. So I hope it's okay. I'm using it for you today. As I get started, could the Divine please show me 2 cards that represent my pal 3s in this connection with their person? One card that fell out right at the bat is we have the Boundaries in reverse, and we have Innocence upright. Okay, interesting start. And could the Divine please show me 2 cards that represents pal 3's person in this connection? Please show me pal 3's person in this connection. Confidence and an ending. Interesting. All right. Please show me the connecting energies of this connection, please. Please show me the connecting energies of this connection. Dreams. Okay, so I feel like we have a bit of a dissonance here. Now, what do I mean by that is I feel like both people have very different perspectives on where this connection is headed. I want to start with you, Pal 3. So with boundaries in reverse and innocence, I get a very sweet, not naive. I feel like naive sounds always so mean, but a very sweet, innocent type of energy where you really like your person. And I feel like if this has ended, because we have an ending here, if this has suddenly ended abruptly, and if there maybe has been a split between you and your person that was really sudden, I feel like this came really out of left field, and you didn't know what constituted that or why it happened the way that it did. For some of you, it's not an ending yet, and your person is just turning away from you and is kind of suddenly very bluntly talking about ending the connection, or is acting like this connection isn't a relationship anymore. I feel like you have a really hard time with this because I see you looking at your boundaries in reverse, which shows me that you maybe feel a little bit powerless right now, or you feel like, what did I do? What did I do for my person to suddenly act this way? And with dreams here, I feel like it's a very elusive energy. It's like I had an idea of what I wanted this connection to be, but now I look at what my person is doing, which is they just very smugly turn away from me and they act like this isn't anything at all. So now I'm like, well, did I just imagine the whole thing, or was I too much in my feelings one-sidedly? Like, what did I do wrong? Like, I get a very confused energy on your end. Does that resonate with you? Whereas your person is very, very almost gleefully looking at this ending energy, is like, yep, I'm out of here. And I'm so curious to see what this is about. So could the divine please show me, how is my pal 3 currently feeling about their person? How is my pal 3 currently feeling about their person? How is pal 3 feeling about their person? We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Page of Swords. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Nine of Swords. I'm getting confused energy here because I feel like you never know what side of your person you're getting. I see you having been very happy in this, or having thought that everything is going well here with the Nine of Pentacles, enjoying the fruits of this connection, enjoying where it was headed. But then you were met with this kind of smug Queen of Swords, Page of Swords energy, feeling like suddenly your person is not this King of Cups that you thought they were. Maybe in the beginning it was very this person courting you, being very sweet with you, being your person. But now all of a sudden they act like it doesn't matter, or they've been very dismissive of you, or they've been very flighty with you. Maybe they haven't messaged back properly, and now you're kind of worrying, like, what's going on? Having sleepless nights, worrying where this is headed, where this is going. And maybe this is why you've been looking for a reading, and you're here now asking yourself, wow, is my person really not caring about me anymore? Like, what did I do wrong? And I think one thing Spirit wants to tell you right off the bat, and this is just intuitive, you didn't do anything wrong. I feel like your person is being a bit of an asshole. I don't know, I cannot cuss on YouTube, I think, but is not being the nicest person to you right now. And I feel like they've been out of left field, kind of leading you astray and blindsiding you a little bit, because I feel like you thought everything was okay. This was the two of you only maybe a couple of weeks ago. Like, maybe you went on an outing, maybe you had a beautiful date together, maybe you were on vacation, you were just spending time together and you were happy, right? This was you not too long ago, thinking everything is okay and free sailing. But now all of a sudden this is you lying in bed asking yourself, what did I do? Why is it the way that it is? It's very interesting. How is my pal 3's person currently feeling about my pal 3? How is pal 3's person The Tower in reverse. How's Pile 3's person currently feeling about them? King of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. King of Wands. Five of Pentacles. Can I get one more card, please, Spirit? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what I receive. I'm not sure you're gonna like it, but I have to be honest in my readings. Your person is a little bit self-centered. I see your person seeing themselves as this mysterious, smug, I can get everybody I want type of person. And I wonder if they have been like this when they got together with you, or if this connection has somehow brushed up their ego, because I feel like first of all, they're not ready to commit to anything right now, or they feel like they want to go out and play. They want to go out in the nightlife. They want to, maybe they're out partying more. But at the same time, what I don't like about this is that I don't think they have outright set a line under this connection yet. They have not separated from you yet. So if you have been in the talking stage, I don't think your person has been communicating this with you. They're just slyly distancing themselves from you, letting you wonder, what have I done wrong? Maybe somebody is even ghosting you. I don't know. But I do get this, almost this player type of energy where it's like, I don't owe them any explanation. I can do what I want, and I'm gonna do what I want. And I'm about to get really mad because I don't think my Pile 3 should be treated this way. I have to be honest, I don't like this at all. Maybe they have other options. Maybe they're willing to gamble a little bit, and maybe they're willing to see what they can get away with. But I feel like right now they are in this unserious, I'm not gonna take accountability, but I'm still gonna do what I want type of energy. And when I ask about how they feel about you, all they talk about is how they feel about themselves, which I'm not very happy about. Because what do you mean? Why is my Pile 3 here asking what's wrong, wondering, and you're here like, oh, I'm just gonna go out, I'm gonna have a good time, like, I don't need this, I'm just gonna be, I'm just gonna look at other people, I'm gonna go on the hunt, and I'm gonna be, I'm just gonna be free-spirited. I'm a player, I'm an alpha. Are you? Are you? Because I feel like you don't have the cojones to, and you don't know how to treat people. But let me see. I don't want to be too harsh on your person yet, but if this resonates, I'm so sorry. Could the Divine please show me the connecting energies here? We have the 8 of Cups. Look at this. Judgment. Maybe you see them with other people. Maybe you know that this is about to fall through and you're just waiting for the ball to drop, but you're still holding on to it. I'm very sorry, my Pile 3, if this is your energy, because you don't deserve this. You deserve better. You're the Empress. I feel like your person doesn't understand how good they have it, and they're just out there doing God knows what with God knows who, or they think that they can do that in order to brush up their own ego. But they're burning something that you thought could have been a really good thing, or that was a really good thing. And I feel like this is what leaves you sleepless at night, because you don't understand what you did wrong. And I think something Spirit wants to tell you again and again and again is, my dearest Pile 3, you didn't do anything wrong. You're just dealing with somebody who is really self-centered and is just having their own pleasure in mind, and is not adult enough or mature enough to take accountability for the feelings of the person they're with, okay? And I'm very sorry about this. Let's see where this is headed next, dearest Pile 3. Oh my goodness, okay. Let me see. For that, I'm going to use my Lenormand deck here. Could the Divine please show me Where is the connection between my pile 3 and their person headed next? What is going to happen next in this connection? Where's the connection between my pile 3 and their person next? Thank you. We have fish, we have house, the sun, the heart, the fox, the key, the man, and the moon. This is very interesting. I feel like for a time being, this is going to come back around. I don't see this going into separation immediately. And I feel like your person is very good at not letting you go. And I wonder why that is. Intuitively, and I want to be very honest with you, I feel like there is a bit of possessiveness here, but also selfishness. So please be warned, okay? Your person is not willing to let this go just yet because they're comfortable in the connection, okay? But that doesn't mean that they're not going to find a way to be sly and to put on a mask and to pretend that there's something that they're not. I get, I want to have my cake and eat it too type of energy. I want to win and I want to be elusive. Like, I'm gonna tell you that I'm just hanging out with friends, but then I'm at the bar flirting with girls, okay? I'm gonna tell you that I'm being loyal and that I'm being honest, but then I'm at the same time looking for ways and ideas where I can get what I want and be deceptive. In the meantime, that's you at home thinking everything is okay, everything is peaceful, everything is good again. But what Spirit is going to do for you is they're going to illuminate this and you're going to receive evidence. Now, how is that evidence going to come in for you? I see you receiving a communication or a message where somebody's going to let you know what your person is doing. I see you at home peacefully and suddenly somebody reaches out to you. I just saw your guy or your girl at the bar doing this, that, and the other. And you might receive a couple of messages like this until you take a step here, okay? This is Spirit guiding you into truth and into setting boundaries and into realizing what is being done here. And I hate to be this person who's breaking the news, but Spirit says you need to look the situation in the eye. I know this is beautiful, okay? But it is a construct. It is elusive. It is not real, okay? This is your person creating this to keep you safe, to keep you on the side, right? To keep you stuck where you're at, while they're out doing God knows what, because that's just what they want to do, without being concerned whether they hurt you or not. I know that you have feelings for your person. I know you want this to be okay. But Spirit asks you to please look at the facts of the situation. And if they are acting the way that they do and you have evidence and confirmation, please make a positive decision for yourself. Whether that's to let go of this connection or whether that's to speak up and set boundaries with them. Okay? And I also hear that if you were to do that, if you were to speak up, you would get a very different side to your person. Their smugness would eventually turn into something maybe more blunt and mean. And you would see a face of your person that you're not used to. Okay? Whenever you're ready, but it's important to look at this in a way that is realistic. What advice does the divine have for my pal threes in this connection? What advice does what advice does the divine have for my pal threes in regards to this connection? What advice do you have for my pal threes in regards to this connection? What should they do next? What advice do you have? 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Four of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, the Sun, the Knight of Cups. It's not going to be easy, is what they say, because you are dealing with somebody who has two faces. You're dealing with somebody who is very good at making you believe that you're crazy for thinking the things that you think, or for wanting the things that you want, depending on the length of the connection. This is somebody who, if you are in a longer connection and you call them out on sly behavior, they're like, what do you mean? Don't you trust me? Am I not always this person for you? Right? Or if this is a shorter connection, they're like, we're not even together that long. Why are you being dramatic? Right? So please take things at face value. Maybe write things down. I'm taking this imagery here literally because I feel like writing things down would help you, especially in retrospect, because I feel like you like to brush things. Some of you like to brush things under the table and act like they never happened. And then forget that they happened. And when something new comes around, you're like, oh, right. It's not been too long where the other thing happened. And I feel like if you saw how frequently your person is doing or saying things that are not exactly ideal, you might have a different perspective on what to do next. Spirit says it's okay to love a person, but it's also okay to set boundaries, and it's okay to stand up for yourself. I know you're holding back right now because you don't want to lose them. But at the same time, it's important to look the truth in the eye and to, if you want happiness, be honest with yourself, okay? Because your person does have two sides. We have the Knight of Cups and we have the Knight of Swords. And depending on who you get, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But you never deserve this Knight of Swords energy, right? Anything else my pal 3 needs to know? What should pal 3 do in regards to this connection? Yeah, please understand this Ace of Swords energy. Your person is trying to keep you where you're at, and they are very good at being charming. They're very good at making you think that they don't want to be the way that they are, or they don't mean it that way, or that things are being misconstrued. Please look behind the facade if you can, because I feel like you have done this already and you know the truth of the connection. But maybe you're trying and hoping, wishing that it would be this eventually, right? I think this is what you hope for. You want this beautiful, happy energy together, but this is where we're at, okay? This is the truth of where we're at. So, you deserve to be loved, dearest pal 3. You don't have to put up with this, okay? And it's okay to look at the reality of a situation, even though it's painful. I wish you all the best, dearest pal 3. I feel like this is really tricky because if we love somebody, we love them, right? But at the same time, please know that your person could be paying you a little bit more thought, and that you deserve to be taken seriously and you deserve to be loved well, okay? My dearest pal 3, that was your reading for today. I wish you all the best. I send you so much love. Let me know if this reading was helpful and if it resonated. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. If you want to see more readings of this kind, I have a lot more planned. My channel is still small because I just started out, but I hope that there are maybe some readings on there for you already. If not, I plan to post a lot more. So if you like, subscribe and be part of the channel. And if you enjoyed this, I hope to see you in another one soon. Goodbye.